Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece Chapter 1041. When we last left our heroes, Big Mom fell. Big Mom went down. Maybe not for good, I hope not for good. But at least for a long while, Big Mom, through yet more combos from Kid and Law, including Law creating this sort of Rocinante-inspired silent sphere around Big Mom, and killing the Misery homie, which I believe was the combination of Hera and Prometheus. There was some confusion on that part from me. And, you know, Kid having a big-ass laser beam to push her once again through the ground. She fell. She took out one of the bombs in the armory that exploded. Only that bomb exploded. Yamato was able to, like, hold the rest of it together with his ice powers. But seemingly destroying Kazenbo? So, like, two birds with one stone, I guess, there. And then she falls. You know, new generation versus Big Mom, winner, Kid in Law, is what it said last chapter. And with that, Yamato is able to focus enough on other things to have a conversation with Momo, who tells him that A, what we already know, Zunisha is here, and B, whatever crime Zunisha did that caused its exile or whatever exactly happened there, it happened while it was a companion of Joy Boy 800 years ago. And that's where we leave off, with that huge fucking revelation there. So yeah, with that said, let's jump right on into chapter 1041, Komurasaki. So we might be focused on a different part of the Skull Dome than where we left off. Our cover here, though, is Germa 66's An Emotionless Excursion, Volume 5. This is what you get for bullying Sanji Deer, Pudding Punch! And it's Pudding just decking Niji and Yonji. To be fair, they deserve it a little bit. And that's just good. And we pick up right where we left off with Yamato. Momo says, I spoke with Zunisha once before, but only for a moment. So I do not know the truth of the matter. And we flash back to, I think this is a little bit earlier in the Wano fight. Momonosuke, I am awaiting your orders. I have come to join the fight at your side. So yeah, Zunisha is here and is an ally. And Yamato is just overjoyed at this. That's incredible, Momonosuke. You can actually talk to the elephant. It's just as Oden anticipated. You are the one who will guide the world to the dawn. And Momo goes on, after reading Father's journal, I learned why it is so important I must not die. But for some reason, Father tore out the page of the most crucial part. What did he and Roger's crew see on that final island that made them laugh? I don't understand what the goal is. Neither does really any of us. We all just, I still need to know why Roger laughed and why Luffy's reaction would be different, as I believe Rayleigh said it ages ago. Momo goes on, Father was not a prophet. If he were still alive now, would he really still say open Wano's borders? Okay, that's interesting. Why wouldn't he? What does Momo know what does Momo think that Oden would know now that would change his mind? Is it maybe, you know, Zunisha certainly knows, that the Marines are outside. So maybe Momo's thinking about them right here? I don't know. I know I should open the board. I'm not smart enough to understand. If it would mean exposing the people of Wano to danger, I do not wish to open the borders. Am I simply a coward, Yamato? And Yamato just looks at him. And then we come back to the third floor. Battle of the Connecting Passage. And it's Raizo, who is in intense pain. Blah! But Fukurokuju has fallen over. Winner, Raizo. I don't know. The Raizo Fukurokuju battle is kind of funny. Just like conceptually, we just check in on them. They're doing the same thing every time. But Raizo's just panicking. Ow! Ouch! It's so not hot. It's not hot at all. Oh, wait, what's that about? But I think this is... Raizo has fallen over too, I think. And Jinbei's there and sees him. But Raizo is still talking to Fukurokuju. This is an age when even ninja should be free. Fukurokuju. And Jinbei calls out to him, "You there, samurai! Why aren't you running?" And Raizo tells him, You're with Sir Luffy. Must hurry. How careless of me. The preparations were already complete." And then we come back to the treasure repository in the second floor, where Orochi and Hiyori are. Coming back to our title, Komurasaki. And Orochi's just raging. "Fukurokuju! Where is that garbage ninja? What in the world is he doing?" And we see Hiyori's just like lying down in the background. And then she sits back up as Orochi goes on. "He better not run off to save his own skin. Was that shaking Kanjuro's work? I can only hope this is the end of it." And Hiyori just gets right back to playing her instrument. And Orochi calls out, "Hey, Komurasaki! Why would you play at a time like this? Stop it! Put that instrument down! With your pretentious mask! You always wear that stupid mask when you play. This is the moment of life and death! Take it off already! Are you really Komurasaki? Or a ghost? You were supposed to be dead!" And Hiyori just stares at him. I'm curious if this is actually Hiyori, though. Like, we know Hiyori is alive, so it is a possibility. But I don't know. Something about this doesn't quite seem right. There's a rumbling over Orochi, and he looks up. Huh? And he sees something that shocks him, and it's like the roof collapsing on top of him. Because they are on the second floor below the Raizo fight. So maybe, like, the fire sort of weakened that, and now that ground came crumbling onto Orochi. And he's just, pinned down by it, and thinks, what is this? Blasted, I cannot transform! I cannot get free! You were so stunned! You never even noticed, did you? And then oh no, that's actually Hiyori's line. And Orochi snaps at her, "Gah! What? Are you paying attention, Komurasaki? Get this rubble off of me!" And Hiyori tells him, "I used nails of sea prism stone to ensure you could not turn into that monster." Wait, what? When did she... Where? Oh, okay. Her, like, nails as in, like, fingernails, I think. Could she have done that? Like, put sea prism stone on her nails? And, like, maybe... Was there a bit of, like, her sort of, like, stroking his face or something that could have affected Orochi? Is that what she's getting at? Alright, that's some good strategy there, Hiyori. What? What are you talking about? Why? I thought you loved me! And Hiyori just tells him, "Love you? You jest, sire. I had not the tiniest affection for you." Huh? And she goes on, "Strangely enough, that song you love, Moon Princess," and we have this flashback of a little baby Hiyori and Odin back when he was alive. I like that song you play, Hiyori. Really? It's called Moon Princess. I'm going to learn to play even better. And Hiyori goes on, "Was also the favorite of my father, Kozuki Odin." She just drops that bomb on him. Father? And Hiyori, still behind the mask, you can imagine the kind of threatening face she's making. How could it possibly put a smile on my face? And then we cut to the castle basement, where Izo is still fighting CP0. So I believe a formal apology is in order. I was a little suspicious of some word choices that came out of Izo when we last saw him. The, like, "don't go yet," he said to CP0. That was uncalled for because he's clearly not on their side, or not, like, trying to reason with them in any way, shape, or form. He's getting the shit beat out of him. Just survive. Kiku. And CP0, I think that's one of those six technique things that CP9 did, shooting right at Izo. But Izo also shoots the CP0 guy at point blank. The two of them both hit the ground as the smaller CP0, the more human-looking one, sits up and yells, "No! Damn you, Izo!" And we see Izo, who's just sort of... Izo's not dead, is he? I don't know. But the man is angry. The masked man is just... Or the less human masked man is face down on the ground without a maha kind of laugh, which is interesting. His mask, however, is off the ground, is off his face. And the human says, "You were determined to take us down with you then. Damn it. Why is a leftover from Whitebeard's crew helping these kids out? I need to hurry and get Nico Robin." And he goes to tend to his teammates. But then he gets a phone call. And he's just exhausted. And he answers it. And tells whoever's on the other side of the line, "What is it? It's just one thing after another here." And whoever it is tells him, "Listen closely. The 5 elders have issued an edict." "Huh? The 5 elders? Eliminate Straw Hat Luffy at once." Okay, things have changed a little bit. No longer thinking long term, no longer, get rid of Robin so whatever information she eventually uncovers about the Void Sentry never gets out. The 5 elders just want Luffy dead. I'm going to tie all of that back to what the 5 elders said. I think it's the end of 1038, so I can't actually check that due to how Shueisha's manga reader works. But I think it's the end of 1038, and also what Who's Who said about, he got arrested specifically for failing to protect the Gum Gum fruit from Shanks. And so I think when the elders were talking about a devil fruit awakening and a devil fruit that, is so terrible they needed to give it a different name, I think that's the Gum Gum fruit. That's my best guess. But yeah. Yeah, also, hold on. I'm looking at this page again. The line, the eliminate Straw Hat Luffy at once bit. This might just be a minor error, because it doesn't make sense with the rest of the page. But Oda always does the kind of two layered speech bubble for people talking through the Den Mushi, and it's the opposite here. The eliminate Straw Hat Luffy at once has the one speech bubble which makes it seem like it's coming from the man, whereas the question exclamation sounds like it's coming from the other side of the Den Mushi, which doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming that's an error. Anyway, CP0 protests. "What do you mean? Straw Hat is fighting Kaido right now. You want me to interfere with Kaido's battle? That's impossible." And his ally, who I'm kind of guessing might be Lucci, maybe? Just random guess. Lucci's an important enough character to have this kind of information. Anyway, they know full well it's impossible. And then we see Drake get up. Which is interesting. I'll get to what the man on the other side of the Den Mushi line is saying in a minute. Drake's line is, "I can't die with nothing to show for it." And I don't remember, why exactly is Drake fighting CP0? There was the momentary, there was a bit with Apu and everything. But, they're both Marines. They're both on the side of the government. So what's really the point here? I don't know. Anyway, it's a world-class battle, which is why it's so dangerous. These orders are meant to prevent the worst-case scenario, you understand. Though it's a scenario we only know through rumor and hearsay. And the man is just fucking livid and having to deal with this. And thinks, as we gaze over Izo's fallen, dead bodies, kind of hard to tell. It's One Piece, and so few people actually die in One Piece. But, maybe, as he thinks, what is it about that crew? And then we cut to the castle basement with that looks like Hamlet. Hamlet and Kiku and Usopp and Kinemon. as Hamlet, I think, calls, "There's no escape! The whole castle's burning!" And yeah, it is them. Usopp on Hamlet's giraffe back with Kiku and Kinemon. As Usopp says, "We're not gonna let you die, so stay strong, got that? Keep looking for an exit, Hamlet! This castle's ready to fall!" And Hamlet gives a salute. "I'm on it, boss!" And then we cut outside with the Minx. And it's Nekomamushi to Wanda and Carrot. "Wanda, Carrot, under the dome." "Yes, sir." "Who knows when this thing will fall?" "Wait, then why are they going under the dome if the dome is going to fall?" Unless it's the island crumbling. Wanda questions Nekomamushi, "How long will this island stay up?" And then we cut to Franky, who has seemingly caught Zoro in his extendable arm. Last time we saw as the island crumbled in the aftermath of the explosion. Zoro looked like he was falling. Franky has succeeded in saving him. "Hey, you alive down there? Talk to me, Zoro. You ain't dead, are ya?" We see Zoro's just unconscious, probably not dead, but Franky is kind of scared here. And then we cut to the Beast Pirate bath, forehead floor inside the dome, with Nami and Zeus. And there's still it's the uproar over Big Mom's fall. It looks like they got her. Nami tells Zeus they're in an uproar for that huge shaking. I guess Traffy and the other guy beat Big Mom. What about the fire in the castle? I hope Usopp and the others are safe. Does she not know Kid's name? Does Nami not know Kid's name at this point? I don't know. Maybe so. But Zeus lets out this little "mama," and Nami just snaps at Zeus. "Listen, Zeus, who do you care about more, Big Mom or me?" You, Nami, you. Then Tama calls to some of her various allies. "Hihimaru, Komachio, you did great." And Marco is also there. Not sure what Marco was doing here. Why did Marco not join Izo in the basement post rescuing Kiku and Kinemon? But Marco tells Tama they're all right. Watch out for falling chunks from the ceiling. And Speed calls out to Tama, "Take shelter with me, master." And Marco looks around. "Keep your wits about you to the end. Things are still in flux. This is the most dangerous island in the world right now." But then we cut back to, we're really just cutting all over the place tonight. Back to where Kid and Law have just beaten Big Mom. The cheers are still ringing out. "Big Mom has fallen in battle! You did it, boss! Captain!" And then the ceiling starts to give way, some rubble falls down. And Kid is he looks fucking dead. He looks unable to move. And he calls out to Law, "You still got enough for Kaido?" And he falls. Law also falls. "Nah, I'm done. If the man who emerges from that fight turns out to be Kaido, then I don't have the willpower left to resist." And we cut back to the roof where Kaido and Luffy are still going at it. Kaido's club and Luffy's fist conquers Haki so strong they can't actually connect with each other. The whole shebang. And Luffy is blown back a bit. And Kaido asks him, "Did you sense that too? They've really gone and done it now. Lin lost the fight." And he yells out, his rage, pure rage energy blows Luffy back. And Luffy kind of covers his mouth, and says, "Jackie and Traffy won? That's amazing." And then we cut this flashback. As Kaido watches Luffy, he has this flashback. "You got a mouth on you, kid? Hello, can you speak? Mama ha ha ha. How old are you?" Oh, and it's a little baby, not a baby Big Mom, but Big Mom in her 20s or something. To a teenage Kaido. Only 15? You're so young. Is this your first time teaming up with Rocks? Don't trust him. He's a scoundrel. You have any trouble, just tell me. I'm Lin Lin, and I'm going to be the king of this sea. Also, here's an interesting thing. Big Mom is, like, really thin here. And, like, that probably doesn't really matter, but, like, we've seen Big Mom as a child, and Big Mom as an older woman, and she has, like, roughly the same body shape in both of those. And there was just some period in her like, 20s or something where she was thin all of a sudden. It definitely does not matter, but, like, it's an interesting thing. Anyway, put her there. And Kaido goes on, thinking back. I've known that old hag a long, long time. And then he goes right back to crying drunk Kaido, tears in his beer, and just after we swore an oath to claim the One Piece together. And then Luffy, like, jumps up. There's something different about Luffy in this panel, though. I think it's just Gear 4 Snake Man. It's been so long, I've forgotten what it looks like. But he smacks Kaido with a hockey-infused fist while Kaido is distracted. Gear 4 Snake Man! Gum Gum! Hydra! And we see his arms just, like, right angles everywhere, whacking Kaido to and fro, as Luffy announces, your ambitions mean nothing to me, especially if it leaves the people here with no food to eat. Going way, way back to, like, the first moments in Wano with that no food thing. This is my final Gear 4. I'm not stopping until I've completely run out of strength. And Kaido is just getting hit. Where are these punches coming from? And Luffy declares, I'm going to drive you out of Wano, if it's the last thing I do. To be continued. Alright, so, no hiatus next week. We're back on, this time on next Sunday. It was going to be great. But yeah, there's a whole lot going on here. I will say, for a chapter titled Komurasaki, she really only gets 3 pages, which I'm not even, like, even the CP0 guys they get 3 pages too. I don't think that anyone gets more than 3 pages tonight. Luffy does. Luffy gets, like, 4.5, which is more than anyone else does in the whole damn chapter. Still, though, I don't know, I was expecting this chapter to kind of be the climax of the Orochi and Hiyori plotline, as that has kind of, like, gone nowhere in the past several months. And it's definitely advanced dramatically, with Komurasaki revealing her true identity, to Orochi, and we'll see how well that goes for Orochi. I don't think Orochi is leaving this room alive. I do think either Hiyori will leave Orochi to, like, be crushed by the rubble, or she will be the one to kill him herself. One of the two for Hiyori and Orochi. But Orochi is not leaving this room alive, killing him in cold blood, after having endured, like, the 20 years of hell. She, more than maybe anyone, has the most right to Orochi's head, I'd say. But yeah, we also have a little bit with Momo and Yamato, which is interesting. Yamato's bit of, like, Momo's bit, if Oden knew everything, would he still want to open Wano's borders? And, Momo says, if it would mean exposing the people of Wano to danger, I do not wish to open the borders. And I'm curious what exactly he learned that made him say that. Is it from Zunisha? I can't think Oden's journal caused that. So maybe it is Zunisha told him something about what happened with him and Joy Boy. I don't know. That still is a big old question mark there. And then we have the CP0 stuff, which is really Izo. Like, is Izo dead? I don't think so. But, like, especially because, this is One Piece, and so few people die in One Piece, for better or for worse. But I don't know. The wiki I see has changed his status to unknown, as we just don't know if he's dead. He very well might be, but I don't know. I just don't know about Iso. CP0, I wish we had names for the CP0 gang, so I can stop calling him the human one and the monstrous one, because that's just kind of getting old already. But things have gotten a lot harder for him. He has to go for Luffy directly, presumably to stop whatever awakening the Five Elders fear could come from Luffy. But I don't know. He is not happy about it because I think even he acknowledges he stands no chance against Luffy and Kaido. And honestly, Kaido's enjoying the fight so much that, like, he would fight this guy too, if he went for Luffy right now. Meanwhile, Team Usopp is making its escape. The Minks are dealing with the collapsing island. Zoro was saved from falling, but he's still, not doing great at all right now. The Tama gang is sort of hanging out. Law and Kid are just down for the count. If Kaido wins, if Kaido beats Luffy, everyone's fucked. Luffy is the only person on the island at this point with both the strength and just, like, the energy to really stand up to Kaido. It's all down to this. And yeah, it's gonna be great. This is it. This is it. We are at the final battle between Luffy and Kaido after 10 long years of this shit. This is gonna be it. This is it. No more losses. There's no other way to beat Kaido except Luffy right here, right now. He even says this is his final Gear 4. And unless that's foreshadowing, like, the reveal of a Gear 5 or something, this is it. This is the big shit. It's time for Luffy to, get that glimpse of being the Pirate King, as Zoro and Sanji said several chapters ago. This is the good shit. It all comes down to this, and it's going to be fucking great. So with that said, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you'll enjoy the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!